All right, what's going on, everybody? Listen, I get asked this question all the time, and you think it would be more straightforward than it is, but I get asked all the time, how to rank up. Brian, how do you rank up? Brian, how do you stay so consistent and gain points in ranked? And I'm here to tell you the truth of the matter is actually, it is that simple. You just win. You just win. Before you close out the video and go, okay, thanks, Brian, thanks for nothing, let me just break it down for you exactly what I mean. I want to talk about the Street Fighter V rank system and what it means when I say just win and kind of the stats behind all that. Because at the end of the day, ranked, it has its uses, it has its purpose, but I always kind of mention it has its expiration date too, and it has its limits as well. So let's talk about Street Fighter V ranked and why I'm just saying just win. I mean, it is that simple, really, but let's take a look at the stats a little bit. I'm looking here at this Dash Fight page, has this really interesting visual breakdown of the rank distribution in Street Fighter V. It was kind of hard for me to read this graph at first, but basically the way to read it is the red is the range of points that the rank covers. Once you go over the red, you proceed to the next rank. This helps really visualize the differences between the ranks. So when you go from rookie to ultra platinum, it's a very, very gradual, steady spread. You go up a very relative small amount of points and you proceed to the next rank. However, maybe ultra platinum to diamond, you can see that there's a little bit of a jump before you move on to the next rank. And then ultra diamond to super diamond, there's a bit more of a range where you can be stuck there in super diamond. Super diamond to master, you can see that again. Oh, I don't know why. Actually, typo. Why is ultra diamond before super diamond? Okay, Dash Fight, correct this. What's going on here? The point being, the big jump where you can get stuck in rank doesn't really happen until you hit Grandmaster. You get to Grandmaster at 35,000 points, and you don't go to the next rank until 100,000. So that's more than doubling the amount of points that you need. So you don't see this huge jump until you try to get from Master to Grandmaster and Grandmaster to Ultimate Grandmaster. But from that point on, if you get to Ultimate Grandmaster, you don't get to Warlords for a very, very long time. The way to read this once again is you get to Ultimate Grandmaster at this point, which is 100,000. You won't get to Warlord until you hit 300,000. So you got to do the whole thing over 3 times. So basically what I'm getting at is if you look at the rank distribution, really, if you're winning and gaining points, you will pretty much be guaranteed to climb the ranks until a certain point where it becomes just about spending time. There's no gradual increase anymore. You would think that this pattern of kind of gradually increasing as you go would maintain here, but no, it's just a huge jump. So a lot of people who are capable of winning consistently in ranked kind of sit around the Grandmaster, Ultimate Grandmaster, or Warlord range if they so choose. I mean, if people are dedicated enough to just grinding ranked, they'll actually make this one. But basically, you can, depending on the player, you can get a picture of them all kind of being around similar skill level if you look at a very important stat. Anyone in these 3 ranks, I would say, is almost equally skilled if you look at their win rate. Win rate is the #1 stat, the most important stat, so much more important than your rank. So much more important than your rank, because win rate determines the person who is at a rank because they choose to not grind and spend all their time playing ranked versus someone who literally cannot rank up. There's a huge difference between someone who is hard stuck in diamond because they do not win enough versus someone who played up until diamond, won 90% of their matches, and then stopped playing in ranked anymore because they just play in battle lounge. So that is the most important thing, and I figured we actually should use one of the best tools in any modern fighting game ever, really, CFN, to take a look at these stats. So CFN, everyone likes to rag on the Street Fighter V netcode, but CFN itself has all kinds of amazing stats, and one of the more interesting things it has is how it tracks basically all of your match results. If you go to your fighter profile, I can see the history of my matches here in CFN. This is my PC account, right? It shows me my overall win rate for all ranked, casual, and battle lounge. But I'll focus on the ranked one. You can see here, my win rate cumulative overall and ranked on this account is 74.3%. I win 74.3% of the time, lifetime, on this account. And you can look at the last 100 matches. I've been playing Oro 72. It's not as good. But basically you can see that my win rate is around 70, higher 70%. And you can even go into more detail and you can look at your ranked win rate by character here. I forgot I even played Guile. I have a 60% win rate with 15 matches with him. Rog, you know, my main 87% win rate, and then my win rate gets dragged down by my other characters. You can see here G, my secondary 75%. Then it's kind of downhill from there. Seth, I had 70% win rate. Rose, that was when I was on the struggle bus. My Rose was trash, 63% win rate. And then Oro, there I am sitting pretty with a 69% win rate every time. But the main thing to take away here is with these win rates, even when I was in like the 60s, the mid 60s, I consistently gained points. Even when my win rate wasn't that high. If you have a win rate that is over 50%, like around 60%, you will consistently build points over time. It's just the rate of your point accumulation will vary. If you're looking at someone's stats, if their win rate is 60 or above, and I would say like a good win rate is like 70 to 80, even 90, you know, if you're having a good hot streak in ranked, that is what you need to look for. That's going to determine if you're going to rank up. So if I see someone who is Grandmaster with a 80% win rate in ranked, I know for a fact that they could continue to do that and win enough to become a warlord if they just spent the time for it. I can kind of get that idea of their skill profile, like how actually consistent are they, versus if someone is a grandmaster and their win rate is like 50, that means they're struggling. If you have like a 50% win rate around the higher leagues, that means you're not able to accumulate points and you're going to be stagnating. So I think it's interesting to compare those stats just to give you like a better idea of like how higher level players stand when you look at ranked win rate. We can look at other people's CFNs also. So there's mine. We can also look at, here's me again on my old account. 82% win rate on there. Overall was 79% win rate. This account is at 250k, like it was 50k away from getting warlord, but basically it was just a matter of time. At this win rate, you just keep building up points, right? At that point, you're just farming. Here's another one, Pink to God, Punk here. He messes around with the ranked a lot, but he plays random characters all the time. Overall win rate, he's literally on 11 right now for his main character, but that is an accurate representation because he plays every character in ranked. 85%, last 100, 89% win rate. So that's definitely really high, and overall 85%. So that's with all characters. So you can see here, you know, Punk, one of the best in the world. Obviously, he's just winning all his matches. You take a look at another one, maybe like Daigo. Daigo here, ranked matches, last 100, 73% win rate. Okay, that's not like through the roof, but that's still consistent. Overall 83% win rate, pretty good. Let's look at a warlord here, Chris CCH. He just qualified for Capcom Cup. Ranked matches, last 100, 82%. And you would expect that he's warlord ranked, he's super high ranked, it's 82%. However, there's some people who don't maintain these kind of win rates, and these are the people that actually get stuck. I would say anyone who's Ultimate Grandmaster, for example, and has a decent win rate will rank up. 69% win rate with the last 100 for Shock Z here, Ultimate Grandmaster. He's not going to climb ranks fast, but if you have over like a 66% win rate, you are gaining points. You are just gradually and gaining points over time. So basically, you get to a certain point where you just keep farming points. You just keep farming points for forever. So a lot of people don't bother once they hit Grandmaster or Ultimate Grandmaster or Warlord to go for the higher ranks because it's just it's a matter of time, really. However, that is not the case for some people. For some people, it is not a matter of time because they genuinely just do not win enough. So, you know, I do have an example here. Now, I didn't want to put them too on blast, but I remembered this player from a previous interaction. I looked up their stats and I recorded it. I cut out their name here. But I figured we'd take a look at their stats here. 47% win rate overall, level 82, which means they put a lot of games in. 27,000 matches. That's a lot of matches. So ranked match overall, 47% win rate. When I interacted with them, they were in Diamond. So this player now is an Ultra Platinum, which I didn't even think was possible to lose your rank like that. But because they're under a 50% win rate, with so many wins, they actually managed to go down in a rank. So they put in a lot of matches, but they're not climbing in points because their win rate just simply isn't there, right? Last 100, 39% win rate. That's definitely not going to cut it if you're trying to maintain points or accumulate points. So that's probably why they went down in ranked. But basically, this is a person who's hard stuck at their rank at Ultra Platinum, at Diamond. If you have less than a 50% win rate, you're most likely not going to be gathering points. So if I see someone at this same rank who has a much higher win rate but the same amount of points, I'm going to assume that they're the more consistent player. That's way more important to me. If you get to Diamond with 27,000 matches, but your win rate is 40%, that to me means you have plateaued, right? You are not improving at the game. You're not winning consistently enough. And that's what you want to look out for. That's kind of how you can get a better profile of your level as a player, not just the points themselves. Someone who's Diamond but has way fewer matches and like a much higher, like 70% win rate, they're a much more consistent player than you. That's just the way it goes. I thought this was pretty funny. You might have already gleaned this data by seeing the other stats that I pulled up, but this is their ranked information. It said 27,000 matches in ranked. I showed you their overall. If you did the math, you can see that their Battle Lounge total, playing other people in a non-ranked setting, Battle Lounge, is 75 matches. Only 75 matches. 27,094 matches in ranked, 75 in Battle Lounge. So if anything, I would say that this is a sign that you need to make some training partners and play each other to try to actually level up. But that's extremely rare to see. Only 75 matches in Battle Lounge. Most higher level players, when they stop trying to farm points, they just play each other in lounges in order to get more games and into practice, because the points are not really that relevant. That's all I wanted to talk about. But what I thought would be interesting is, why don't we get somebody from the chat? We can look at your CFN profile. Anyone who want to volunteer from chat, we can try to pick apart where we think you are at a level. Anyone besides Nephew? Andy LO2. Let's check you out, Andy. Let's see how you're doing in ranked. All right, Andy, Diamond. Let's see that win rate. Overall, you've played 10,000 matches. Ranked matches, 2,000, and you're at a 52% win rate. Wow, look at that. 10,000 matches, but only about 3,000 of them are in ranked. Are you playing casual? Damn, you're playing a lot of casual. That's a lot of casual matches. But more Battle Lounge also. That's interesting. Last 100, 63% win rate. So for Andy, even though he's Diamond ranked, compare this to the last person we just viewed, who had a 39% win rate for the last 100, and overall was like 47. Andy, the only thing preventing him from getting more points is spending time. At this win rate, you are literally going to be just accumulating points, winning at this rate. But is it worth it or not is the question. This is a person who is in Diamond, but they could be as skilled as a higher ranked player who farmed a bunch of points and has a worse win rate just by going for thousands and thousands of matches. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Point inflation is so real when it comes to ranked. So you don't really get the overall full picture just by looking at someone's points. So we can look at someone else here. It Me Rocks, Diamond also. So are you hard stuck in Diamond? Let's see, It Me Rocks. Ranked matches, 807 matches. That's so little. 61% win rate. Last 167% win rate. Yeah, is this a secondary account, a Smurf? It's really rare if this was your primary account to get to this rank that many tries unless you were playing on something else. 1,731 Battle Lounge matches, 32 casuals. You have a decent amount of casual matches, but this is very few matches overall, only 2,000. Obviously, you could be a higher rank. You're just choosing not to. So if you're at like 66% or above, you're gonna be getting points left and right for sure. You never know, if you're running to those super strong Diamond accounts and ranked, it might just be people kind of smurfing low key. So a little bit of low key smurf. All right, we'll do one more profile just to see how you guys are doing in ranked. Let's see. Muck, you're on a brainless grind. What does a brainless grind look like? Let's see. Muck, Street Fighter 5. Super Platinum here with Ryu. Oh, added you to my favorites. There you go. Let's see, overall matches, 20,000 matches. That's a decent chunk. You're playing this game, that's for sure. Ranked matches, 17,000 matches at a 49% win rate. Last 161. Things are looking up. I would assume you've recently seen some gains. You could have been down the dumps for a long time, bringing your overall rank down, but really it's more about your recent performance. 3,000 Battle Lounge matches, 16 casual, 17,000 ranked. I would advise bringing up your Battle Lounge matches. Try to find some people who are around your level, maybe a little bit stronger, and play some sets with them. I think that's where you can try to really think about things and implement changes. But you definitely look just like your profile here. It looks like you're one of those players who are just like banging your head against the wall, doing the same thing over for a long period of time without really kind of breaking through. Seems like you're making progress recently, 61%. If you kick that up a little bit more and maintain that, you're going to start ranking up for sure. But usually you can diagnose these kind of players, right? Having so few battle lounge compared to ranked, and then a 50% win rate, that's pretty stereotypical for someone who's like hard stuck in a rank, and they tend to play the same way for a long period of time without making strides. I would definitely recommend getting some more practice partners, similar ranked, maybe a little bit higher, you know, run some sets. That's where you can really sink your teeth into the gameplay and start to try to make small changes and test things out. And not only it's like a safer environment, but an environment where you can keep iterating on what you tried, right? If you do like a 1st to 5 set, you can try new things as you go and keep thinking about what you're doing, rather than a 1st to 2 where you might not ever see the guy ever again. And then you lose once or you win and it's over, and you don't get to really think about what you're doing as much. But yeah, there we go. Muck, I think you got promise. You can get out of the muck, I'm sure. You put in the work. So really, it's that simple, guys. People ask me for my tricks for ranking up, or how do you maintain a consistent rank or gain points. Literally, you just win. It's really that simple. But I think you can look at the data to kind of give you an impression on what kind of path you are on. The high ranked people you see in rank, they generally have a 66% win rate or higher. If you're like Ultimate Grandmaster, usually it's around 70 or something. Any strong tournament level player is going to be, if they're really trying in ranked, it's going to be a 70% win rate or higher. That's really what you can expect from a tournament level player. So if you look at your own stats and you're not at that level, I would recommend, you know, more training mode, doing more battle launch to try to level up. And it's not simple. It's that simple. If you're not winning, you ain't getting points. It really is that simple, but the data is pretty interesting behind it, and you can use that to help gauge where you stand and how you can improve. And that's it. If you like the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.